Prince Albert II of Monaco attends a celebration in Monte Carlo. The royal family of Norway attends a 2024 Nobel Peace Prize ceremony in Oslo. And the Royal Court of Belgium releases a new portrait of the royal family. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Wednesday, December 11th, 2024. This morning in Brussels, the Royal Court of Belgium released a new portrait and annual Christmas card of the royal family. The image featuring Their Majesties King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, Her Royal Highness Princess Elizabeth of Belgium, Duchess of Brabant, His Royal Highness Prince Gabriel of Belgium, His Royal Highness Prince Emmanuel of Belgium, and Her Royal Highness Princess Eleanor of Belgium was taken by photographer Vlad VDK. Meanwhile, His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians visited the headquarters of AG Insurance on the occasion of the 200th anniversary of the company. During the visit, the King viewed an exhibition showcasing the history of the company, as well as participated in a, quote, interactive meeting on the future of the insurance sector in a context marked by climate change, the increase in natural disasters, cyber risk, and the development of artificial intelligence, end quote. In Colmar-Berg, their Royal Highnesses, Grand Duke Henri and Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg, accompanied by their Royal Highnesses, Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume and Hereditary Grand Duchess Stephanie of Luxembourg, hosted a reception at Chateau de Berg on Tuesday. The reception was held in honor of the men and women of the Grand Ducal Armed Forces and Police who were deployed on international peacekeeping operations mandated by the United Nations, NATO, and the European Union. This morning, in Luxembourg City, His Royal Highness, Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg, as Lieutenant Representative of the Grand Duke, held an audience with the co-founder and director of Argo Capital, Mr. Stéphane Fisch, at the Palais Grand Ducal. Argo Capital, which has offices in Luxembourg, Paris, and New York, is an investment fund that, quote, specializes in new technologies and artificial intelligence, end quote. On Tuesday, in Amsterdam, Their Majesties, King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, hosted a state visit from the President of the Republic of Portugal, Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa. According to RVD, quote, Portugal and the Netherlands have had diplomatic relations since 1664, and both countries have traditionally shared an international maritime orientation. Within Europe, the Netherlands and Portugal are like-minded on topics such as climate and digitalization. The economic relationship between the countries is good, and there are collaborations and interfaces in the areas of, among other things, the maritime sector, the tech industry, renewable energy, the water sector, and the dredging industry. The joint use of the sea by various sectors and an open strategic autonomy of the European Union are the themes that are current in both Portugal and the Netherlands, and for which the countries are committed as partners, end quote. In the evening, Their Majesties, accompanied by Her Royal Highness, Princess Katharina Amalia, Princess of Oranje, hosted a gala state banquet at the Royal Palace in Amsterdam. On Tuesday, in Oslo, Their Majesties, King Harald V and Queen Sonia of Norway, and their Royal Highnesses, Crown Prince Haakon and Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway, attended the 2024 Nobel Peace Prize ceremony at the Oslo City Hall. The winner of the Nobel Peace Prize went to the Japanese organization Nihon Hidenkyo. In a statement from the Nobel Peace Prize Committee, it noted that the organization received the award for the, quote, important role Nihon Hidenkyo has played as a disseminator of knowledge and influencer in the fight against nuclear weapons. In a response to the atomic attacks of August 1945, a global movement against nuclear weapons has worked tirelessly to raise awareness of the catastrophic humanitarian consequences of using nuclear weapons. Gradually, an international norm has developed that stigmatizes the use of nuclear weapons as morally unacceptable. This norm is often referred to as the nuclear taboo. The testimony of the Hibakusha, the survivors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, is unique in this context. The Japanese term Hibakusha refers to those who survived the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945 and the radioactive fallout that followed. And it is precisely the Hibakusha and their descendants who are at the core of the popular movement that received the Nobel Peace Prize. Through their stories, their educational work based on their own experiences, and their urgent warnings against the spread and use of nuclear weapons, the Hibakusha have helped to create and consolidate widespread opposition to nuclear weapons across the globe. The Hibakusha help us describe the indescribable, imagine the unthinkable, and take upon ourselves the unimaginable pain and suffering caused by nuclear weapons. End quote. On Tuesday in Stockholm, Their Majesties, King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sylvia, Sweden, Their Royal Highnesses, Crown Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel of Sweden, Their Royal Highnesses, Prince Carl Philip and Princess Sophia, Sweden, and Her Royal Highness, Princess Madeline of Sweden, and her husband, Mr. Christopher O'Neill, attended the 2024 Nobel Prize ceremony held at the Stockholm Concert Hall. After the ceremony, the royal family, the Nobel laureates and their families, members of the Swedish government, representatives of the Nobel Foundation, and members of Their Majesty's Court attended the traditional Nobel banquet held inside the Blue Hall at the Stockholm City Hall. And finally, on Monday evening, His Serene Highness, Prince Albert II of Monaco, attended the 100th anniversary celebrations of the National Committee of Monegasque Traditions and the reopening of the Old Monaco Museum. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I hope to be back tomorrow on Thursday, December 12th, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you, your family, your friends, and your pets, a wonderful afternoon. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you'd like, and click on the notification bell so you won't miss a new episode. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all soon. Take care.